Today we'll still be talking about forms and widgets. That was what we're supposed to talk on last Friday, but because we didn't have much time, so we're just able to cover little on form, then we're not able to do widget at all. So today we'll just do a little about forms, then go on to widgets, and I think that will be all for today. Then tomorrow we'll just do our next project, then Wednesday the final project, and that will be all. Depending on how we're able to finish the project, that will determine the end of these sessions, these WordPress session and trainings. So today I'll just be concluding on forms. So we discuss having the concluded part of the forms today. Then after that we go into we talk about widgets, and that will be all for today. Okay. Last week we looked at contact forms, contact form, and the form we looked at, or the form plugin we really looked at last week was contact form 7, and we looked into how you can edit the form. And also, okay, I think I didn't really talk about how to create a new form in contact form. So this, you can create different form templates in contact form 7. This was the one created for us defaultly, and we tried to edit it in the last session. So I'll just go ahead and create a new form here, create a new contact form here. So it will still have the same basic structure. This is the basic structure you'll be given for a new contact form. And last week I also covered how you can include all of these tags to your form template. And after adding all of those tags, you give your form a title here. The title is just for you to recognize your form. Then after that, after you've done your editing and saved it, a short code will be generated for that particular form, so you can add to your pages or any part of your posts. So I won't add anything since we have covered adding all of these last week. I'll just go ahead and save. Sorry, I didn't add a title. So okay, since I didn't add a title, generate untitled for me. But let me just give it a name. WP contact form. Let me just write WP contact form. Then save again. Okay, so to add this form to any of my pages or any of my posts, I just need to copy this short code to any part of my post or page. And also, if you have a form template you also want to duplicate, also you can duplicate from this place. Okay, without much complexity, I think that's just the basic thing we need to know about contact form 7. So this particular plugin is called contact form 7. And although last week I discussed with us how to perhaps select a good WordPress form plugin, but actually I found an article on the WordPress website that I would just want to share to us on how to find or use or know a good form builder plugin to use. This is the article here. Okay, just the basic things that you need to look out for in choosing a WordPress form plugin. And the first thing you want to check is your form template. Does he have how is the structure of the form template is how is the structure. You check for the structure. It says a great WordPress form plugin allows you to build any type of form with minimal effort. So it should allow you to build any kind of form, a login form, a registration form, payment form, subscription form, and all the likes. So that's how WordPress ranks a WordPress form. So actually the title of the article is 12 of the best form plugin options for WordPress. So these are just the capabilities of the form plugin you have to look out for in any of those. Although the top 12 the best forms are listed here, but I just wanted us to see the capabilities we need to look out for in each of those forms before we can go with the form. So the next thing you also want to look at is the ease of use. Is it very easy to use, and is it also mobile responsive? That is, does it have a good layout on the phone or on the mobile view? So you also want to check out for that. Most of these things you actually find it in the documentation of the form. And also, actually, the next thing you also want to check is the documentation. How rich is the documentation? As so are many things explained in the documentation. Was a thorough explanation done about the features and the blocks and all that about the form? Are they explained in the documentation? Then also, does it have a good customer support in case you run into any bug or any problem with the form? Then after that, you also want to check the form customization. How easy is it for you to customize that form to your own taste? There are some form plugins that are very rigid. You can't change any other thing there aside from just few tags and the colors and all that. And there are some form plugins that allows you to customize to the least element in the form. So you also want to check for that. What is the customization range? Does it allow for more customization? So you want to check for the form customization. Okay, the fit and the settings. Do they allow for customization, for you to customize your form to your own taste? Okay, you can also consider whether you can make changes to enhance the user experience or not. So the next one is the third-party integration. Okay, the WordPress form plugin should support other tools. Okay, you should also check that it supports other tools, especially when you are building an e-commerce website for WooCommerce. Does it support WooCommerce and all that? Then okay, you also want to check for the conditional logic and the email notification. Does it allow you to send the responses of the form to an email? Does it allow you to notify multiple people when the form is submitted? Does it allow for notification so that you can know that a response was given to your form? And does it also allow for file submission, as in for file upload? Can the form plugin allow for file upload? We saw in contact form 7 last session that we're able to upload an image and all. Then also you want to check for the form publishing. Okay, how easy it is for you to publish your form? Can you publish your form in your posts, in your blogs as a can you insert it in your post as a short code, and can you add it in the widgets area? So you also want to check for that. And does it helps you protect against spam messages and all? So those are the basic things you want to check. Okay, that WordPress has aligned for us to check in any form plugins we want to use. And these are the one that WordPress has given to us to check out for. The first one is the Jetpack contact form, WP forms. Most of these forms have the free version and the free version, which is limited, and also the premium version. Here we have gravity forms, formidable forms, and all that. You can check the article. I will also send the link to the article to us. I'll send the link to the article to us. So that's that about basically about forms. And you can try out any form plugin you want. Just make sure it offers these basic capabilities, and also I also show us how to also search for a basic form plugin by clicking on add new in the plugin directory. So you search, you can just type in form, then it brings out all related form plugins. So I want to stop there on forms. Then go over to widgets, and to navigate to your widgets, you go first to appearance, then to widgets here. So I'll click on it. Although you can also have access to your widgets under the theme customizer. I'll also show us that. So widgets are just to add structure and also add content and feature to it. Majorly for sidebars. But now depending on the theme, you can pretty much add widget to any part of your website, to your sidebar, even to your header. Yes, you can add widget to your header. You can also add widget to your footer, and also create widget for any part of your website. But majorly most theme create widgets for, and even the basic WordPress theme has widgets for the sidebar. So that's why the main sidebar is the first. So the major aim of widget is just to add structure and design patterns to our theme, and also to add some specific content and features to the structure of our website. So this is the default widgets that are found in our sidebar, in our theme sidebar. So these are our theme sidebar. So if I just try and check our site, let me open a new tab and check our site here. Okay, we added sidebar to each of our individual post page. So we added sidebar to each of our individual post page. So if I click on this, so we added widget to each of our individual posts page. So this is a post, this is a sidebar to our post, and the sidebar is made up of different widgets. This sidebar we are seeing here and the widgets here are the same thing that we are also seeing here. So this is a place where we can edit, and this is the new widgets area widget editor in WordPress. Although there is also a classic one, which is the old one, just like we have the classic post editor too, post and page editor too. We also have the classic widget area too. You can use that if you are also comfortable with that, but I will just be sticking with this new widget area editor. I will be sticking with this new one. So to add, this one works by block, just like our post editor. The new WordPress post editor also works by block, so we can add new blocks to each of these group. So we have the structure is first we have groups. Then inside the group we have different blocks, so we can add as many blocks as possible in our group, in our widget group. And you can create a new group, by clicking here. Okay, I think this is for block, to add a new block. And I'm coming, let me see. Okay, I think you can to add a new block within this group, you can just click here, or come here and click to insert a new block. So I'll click here to add a new block. So just like the post editor, you can add different types of blocks, blocks. So I will click here to bring out the blocks directory. So we have many blocks here that you can add, just like the post editor. So you can add, there are so many widget blocks that you can add to your widget area, or to any part of your website. So I'll click here to bring out this add icon here. So let me say I want to add social media icons. So I'll click and search for social icons. Then I can drag here, or just click add to add. Okay. Let me just search social icons. Oh, sorry. Okay, this is to add any social media icon. So the first one I want to add is Facebook, my Facebook icon. Then I can just click here to add another one. Add Instagram. Then click here to add another one. Let's say I want to add Twitter. Okay. Then let's say I want to add WhatsApp. Okay. WhatsApp is not good. Let me check all social icons I can add. Okay, let me add LinkedIn. Okay, so to edit each one of them, you just click on them to be able to edit each one of them. So let me start from Facebook. Then each widget editor, each block has a widget, a block editor tab here that it brings up when you click on that block. And each element of the block can also be edited by clicking on it. So here I can add my Facebook link. So let me just type facebook.com, then click. You can press enter, or just click on the icon there, this icon here. Then the same for Instagram, click on it, then add your address. Instagram.com. So these are my social. Let me just add so that I can make them active. Let me add the link to everything so that I can make them active. Without the link, they can't be active. Then yeah, I have www.linkedin. So that's that. I want to also check if I can um, try to edit the lookout of this form, of this icon, sorry, of this icon. But okay, let me just leave it like that. Okay, and you can also reorder the arrangement too. And this this icon here is for dragging. For dragging each of your block, I can decide to drag it up here. So between this header and this list of posts. Sorry, okay, I'm moving the icon, not the block. Sorry, I'll just click somewhere around there to activate the block, then move it to somewhere. So I can reorder the arrangement of my blocks too, anywhere I want. So I will just return it back here. Okay. Let me just I don't know why it's not. Let me just drag this above it. Okay, so we can add different blocks to each group or column of the sidebar, to each group or column of the sidebar. So I want to see how. Okay. And let me just check if I can. Let me try to add an image. Let me pick from my media library. I will go with this image and select. Okay. So you can also add image to. So you can also add images to. You can also add images. You can also add images to your blog, and there are pretty much many things you can add. You can add to your blog just by clicking any of these icons, and you can add another header here. Let me just write this as a blog, something like that. Okay, so after that you can add paragraphs, you can add buttons, on write whatever you want to write. Whatever you want to write there, and you can also add your buttons. See, let me just read more, something like that. So that's that about the basic widget block. Then after that, editing whatever you want to edit in your block, and I think you can also group some blocks together. You can group blocks together. Okay, sorry, we are in the same. I want to see how to. Let me just try to drag this out of this group. Okay, to create a new group. Okay, so this is another group entirely, so you can create your own group too. You can create your own group too, and you can have many blocks. This is one group. The first blue line here is to define the boundary of your of the area you are adding widgets to, which is your sidebar. Then the second one here defines your group. So this is a group and this is another group. Then inside each of those groups we have the blocks. So this block is for your recent posts. To add that, you can just add a new block here and just click on recent or latest post. So when you click on that, it will bring that to you, and you can you can just add your recent post. You can also change the alignment and the arrangement. I can make it align to the left and make it align to the center, make it align to the right. Okay, you can also change the arrangement of your block. So I will remove the alignment, and also you can make it in a list view or in a grid view. You can make it in a grid view like this or in a list view, depending on how you want that to be. So after making all my changes, okay, let me try to add a link to my buttons. Okay. Yeah. So I should be able to. Okay, I should be able to add the links to the button here, and also add the details of the anchor tag here too. Okay, and you can also edit your button. Also edit your button using this editor here. So, and also I also want to mention that when you click a block here, the block editor will come out here. It's under this. You can toggle it by clicking on this icon, and you can also bring out the editor for your whole section, that is the main sidebar section here. You can also bring out the editor here, but this area is for your blocks. Each of the blocks that you select, this is where you can edit each of those blocks and define what appears in that block. So I can also not only bring out the title of the latest post, I can also bring out their content too by toggling this toggle here. So, but it's not usually ideal to bring out the content. So when people click on it, they can go and read the content. You can also decide to display the post author name or disable it, and the date, or also disable that. You can also decide to display the featured image of that post, or hide it. And for the featured image, you can also define the size of the image you want to show. So, and you can disable that, or define your dimension, the featured image dimension, and the alignment of the image at the post title. So you can also add links, so that when they click on this image too, it takes them to the post. So you can add the links so that when anybody clicks on this, so when I hovering over it, the image also brings out the link to the post. So okay, let me disable that. Then you can also order the post too. You can order it from newest, that is from the newest to the oldest, or you can do it from the oldest to the newest. And you can also define the categories too. You can also filter the post by the category. That is, there's only one particular. Let's say I want to only bring out the advertising category, so it will only filter that to the latest post under the advertising category. So I can select latest post from certain categories and display it in the latest post widget. And I can also filter by the author. So I only have one author here, so it doesn't actually count. And you can also increase or decrease the number of items that it will show. So I will make it display all the latest posts. So you can also filter by the number of items you want. So you can increase that depending on the number of posts that you have and the number of latest posts you want displayed. So then under the advanced, just additional CSS class. So when you click on any part of any block, it brings out the block editor here. So this is for the image. I can make it default or make the image rounded image this way, or just make it the default one. And I can also add alt is just like a description of the image I've added there. And I can also change the size, make it a thumbnail, medium size, or a full size. So, and you can define your dimensions here too, and also add border radius to your image. So I can add my border radius, but let me just update the changes first, that we won't lose, and see the changes we have made on our main website. So I'll update the changes. So this is, let me just reload this so that my image can come out again. So clicking on this, okay, so I can add border radius to my image depending on how I want it, then the advanced area and all that. So clicking on a block here brings out the editor here, the block editor here. So I can't go over each of the widget blocks that you can add to your widget area. So when you click on the block, it brings out the editor, and you can also it brings out the editor and group, that is you can also edit the group and also edit the arrangement of each group. Let me try to add, sorry, so I can take it from being a column, that is a block column, to a group. So I can create a group for that, then add a new block to this. So let me say I want to add, let me check. You can also add a table or a file, a video, and all that. Let me see if I can add a YouTube embed. Okay, so you can also add a YouTube video, YouTube video. Let me just look for a YouTube video to add. So you can also embed a YouTube video. So let me try to get the embed link for this. Or what I need to copy is just the link. It's just the link to the video and put it there. So it generates the video for us. So you can also add that to your widget area. There are many elements or widgets that you can add to your widget area. You can add to your widget area. You can just try to explore each and every one of them, or as you are building your website, you can try to check what are the things that can be useful for you to add to your sidebar. So I will update this and try to check my sidebar again for those changes that I made to my sidebar. So I will reload this page. Okay, this is everything we added. We added the social links and all, the image, the header we added, then the paragraph area we added too. So that's that. So let me just show us how to, you can also remove a widget. Let's say I want to remove this area I created, this block I created. So I can just remove it, remove this, also remove this, remove the paragraph, and also, since we have this already, I will remove the latest post widgets, and also remove this image and the button too. I remove this button too. Okay, so I can leave the categories. Well, I'll remove the, you may also want to leave the archives depending on how much your area of your posts are. We already have a recent post area, so I remove this legacy widget. The search, I'll leave the search. We already have a category, so I remove. These are this legacy widget are the old widget editor, the old widget editor. Okay, that came with the default WordPress, thing. So everything we have been editing have been in our sidebar. So you can also add a widget to your header and to your footer. You can add widget to your header and to your footer too. Okay, let me just click here and come. So okay, let me just, I want to add a search button to my header, so I can just drag and drop it. So okay, so I copied it first, so I'll delete the other one. So I can also add a placeholder. So by clicking it, I'll bring out the settings for the editor for that block. So okay, so I want to check how to add this placeholder, but I think there is no need. So I can transform it either to a column, that is one column, to one column. I can also make it group, or a widget group. So I think I can't go over each and every widget. The more you try to use them, the more you get to understand them. And depending on your theme, you can have different section where you can add your widgets, add your widgets to. So it's actually depending on what kind of theme that you are using. So I will like to stop here. Hello.